one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
And Scott, I think you're hot. Yep. You're hotter than Dale, yeah.
Break it down.
Get swishy with it. Swish Edition. From their secret underground studio, this is the Swish Edition.
I got a mouthful for you guys.
Dale and Scott are in the studio on the mics, and they fired up the antenna.
It has to come whether you like it or not.
And if you're willing to show it, they'll take a picture of it.
I actually think I might throw.
Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else in between, here are your new best friends. They're your
It's
hosts,
very exciting for me because this is the best show ever made.
Dale and Scott.
Dale and Scott in the house. Are you in the house?
I don't know why I'm here.
Oh, what do you mean you don't know why you're here? You're here because you're paid to be here. Did you not get your paycheck?
I did not.
I'll have to check the mail.
Call HR.
Well, yes. HR has not been on top of things, but also the Postal Service kind of sucks right now. So sorry about that. Anyway, so welcome to another edition of the Swish Edition. We're glad that you guys are here. It's May 11th. I'm really excited about May 11th.
Yeah.
Well, it happens to be, I know I've been doing this a lot lately, talking about the National Days calendar.
Yeah.
I'm kind of obsessed with it. So I thought we'd do it one more time.
Do it.
Yeah, so today, Tuesday, May 11th, is National Eat What You Want Day.
Do that every day.
We do that every friggin' day. Eat what you want, people. Life is short, right?
YOLO. We should bring that back. YOLO.
We should bring that back. Is that PC enough for 2021's
I don't know.
way of life?
I don't know if it's a PC thing.
I don't know. You're not allowed to live your own life. You got to live it according to the woke police.
Everyone else.
Tomorrow, Wednesday, May 12th, is National Third Shift Workers Day.
Hey.
I think those are the people that work from 4 p.m. to midnight. Is that right? Is that what a third shift is?
No.
No.
This would be overnight. This would be like midnight to 8 a.m. or something.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, right. That makes more sense,
Yeah.
doesn't it, for third shift? Okay.
I've done that a couple times.
Really? Where?
At the Walmart.
Oh. You were a greeter?
No, I wasn't a greeter. Who has greeters in the overnight third shift hours?
I don't know. What did you do there?
No, it was only a temporary thing. I worked there during high school,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know, something was going on in the stock room, and they had asked me if I could spare 2 weeks. So I did it.
Okay.
It's kind of fun.
Working the stock room from midnight to 8 a.m.
Yeah, basically you just, pull the pallets from the truck.
Mm-hmm.
You stick them on top of the racks. I mean, have you ever seen the back of a Walmart? It's just
I try not to
tons
ever
of
go
shit.
to Walmart.
But what I look forward to the most was I kind of became friends with those people, and we would go to the diner.
Yeah. After work?
At 8:30
Get your
and have
breakfast.
breakfast, and then come home and go to bed.
Fun.
Yeah.
And then National Third Shift Workers Day, I guess, is for you then.
Just for those 2 weeks.
Just for those 2 weeks. This Thursday, May 13th, is National Frog Jumping Day.
Hey.
If you got
Is that with people?
I don't. Oh. I don't know. Playing leapfrog?
Leapfrog, yeah.
Yeah, we need to play that every now and then. Our dog Charlie has been. Have we talked about this on the show?
I don't think so. Not yet.
All right, so we've got frogs in our backyard.
They're new to him.
Well, they're new to me too.
What?
I haven't seen frogs on a regular basis in my backyard ever. I don't think.
That's weird. We're almost everywhere.
Okay, so they're frogs. They're about as big as your palm. They're big.
They're pretty
And
big.
he picks them up with his mouth because dogs can't pick things up with their paws. And apparently these frogs are not poisonous. We checked.
They're not.
But they do excrete some kind of liquid when they're frightened. And
Yeah, according to the vet and to what I read on the internets, it just makes them taste nasty.
Mm-hmm.
So that the predator would let them go.
Yeah, and he did.
Well, he does.
He didn't want to kill
Because-
it. He just wanted to play with it, I think.
Yeah, but it leaves a supposedly a really nasty taste in his
Right.
mouth.
Well, so
because every single time
Yeah.
we've seen this
Mm-hmm.
is that he picks it up, then he drops it,
And they
and then
shakes
he
his-
shakes his head.
Yeah.
But the one time really scared us.
Because he started foaming at the mouth.
Yeah.
Like a rabid dog.
But I looked it up, and that's normal.
Yeah.
That's the dog's saliva interacting with this secretion.
So
And
I'm sitting there holding the dog's neck, and I turned on the hose, and I'm like washing his mouth out because I
Yeah.
thought maybe it was poison. And Dale is on the emergency call with the
Yeah.
vet to try to
Well,
figure out.
I almost knew the frog wasn't poisonous. We just
Right.
don't have those types of things around here.
We
Nothing
don't-
here is poisonous.
We don't live in Central America.
Right.
Well, no, that's not true.
But
We've got
I'm-
copperheads.
But I'm worried is that this dog
Yeah.
has had a lot of medical problems. He's going to
Right.
be our problem child.
Yes.
And I just thought it's like fucking shit. He's like ate a peanut to a 3-year-old.
Dude, here's the other thing is, the cicadas have started coming out. Not here in Delaware. I haven't seen one yet, but I know that friends of ours in D.C. and Virginia have spotted them already. So I know they're coming. And I don't know if the dogs are going to want to eat them. Apparently they're edible, so that's not a problem.
I'm not worried about them at all.
The problem is that the copperheads, the snakes, love to eat them, and they come out in droves to eat them. So could we have a snake problem in our backyard?
I don't know.
That I'm not excited about because those, I believe those are poisonous. And if the dogs got bit by a snake, that could be a problem. Now, what if the dogs picked up a snake?
There's just nothing poisonous here.
I don't-
And if there was, then it was someone's pet that got let go. No, I'm serious.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You don't think
I just don't believe that there's anything poisonous that lives in this area of the country.
Yeah. Okay. The North American copperhead is a venomous snake. Yeah, and it's here. Snake. Yeah. Their venom is not among the most potent, and bites are rarely deadly. Children, the elderly, and immune compromised people are most at risk. They don't mention dogs.
Oh.
Immune compromised.
Immunocompromised.
Thank you. Anyway, can we move on from Thursday? Let's talk about Friday. This Friday, May 14th, is National Underground America Day. What does that mean?
So I have something to say about this.
Okay.
And this only rings a bell. I would have never told you this because it never would have been brought up otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
But, I've been on the TikTok.
I've been on the TikTok.
And there's been this picture that goes around, and it's 2 maps of the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
And the first map shows it's little dots that show where the most people who have just kind of vanished, quote unquote.
Okay.
And it shows those dots, and it shows the heavily places where people have just vanished.
What do you mean just vanished?
They just disappeared. Can't find them.
People.
And
Okay.
right below it is all the caves that are in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
And if you put those 2 maps on top of each other, they mimic
All the caves.
where the caves are where the people have become missing.
So you believe that people are somehow being lured into these caves and then
No,
they
I
never
didn't
come
say
out?
that. I just maybe people are adventurous and they got lost and then they died in there. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying something lured them in there.
So you think that's what National Underground America is? Is about
No,
caves?
I'm just saying that
This has made you think of it.
it was an underground. Caves are underground.
I almost died in a cave once.
Did you?
Yeah. Freshman year in college. I bet Shannon Kopp knows all about this. Maybe she knows the story.
Oh, maybe we should have a call in.
I swam across the New River, which was against the rules, and went to the other side, and there was a cave over there that people would go spelunking in, and I almost got wedged in, and I thought I would never come out. It was very, very scary.
I bet.
Yeah. And then when we swam back across the river, they opened the dam or something, and I was stuck on a log in the middle of the river. I was really wet.
Doing shit you shouldn't have been doing.
This Saturday, May 15th, we're having a yard sale.
Hey,
That's our big news of the week.
big day.
I've been working my ass off collecting shit from around our house. It's pretty amazing because if you guys have been following the show, you know that we started the show in Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
11 years ago. Dale, 11 fucking years ago.
Yeah.
We've been doing podcasting for a long time.
Wait.
We were doing podcasting before podcasting was cool,
So
Dale.
I was 29?
When we first started our first show, It's a Gay Thing, DC, I think you were. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And then we quickly put that to bed and started Swish Edition in 2010. And now here it is, 2021, 11 years later.
Nice.
Crazy. I mean, we were on the cover of Metro Weekly in December of 2010.
Yeah, I do like that picture a lot.
Yeah, we got the cover on our wall here in the studio. But
Oral fixation.
yeah, I mean, we had just started the show. So we were on the cover of a pretty prominent Washington, D.C. magazine only a couple of months after starting our show. That's how cool we were
Look
back
how
then.
young we were.
I don't know. I think we look exactly the same.
My hair is very bright in there.
Well,
Must have been winter.
it was December, Dale.
That's why. It's always brighter in the winter. Or darker.
Your red hair is darker in the winter.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense, I guess.
Yeah.
Cool. This Sunday, May 16th, is a bunch of days. It's honor our LGBT Elders Day. Is that us? Are we LGBT elders at this point?
No.
You aren't. I might be. It's also barbecue day, but we're having ham that day.
Oh.
Because we didn't have our Mother's Day. I think we told you guys we were doing a Mother's Day brunch last weekend.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. No. So for some I don't know. Unspeakable reasons. So we postponed Mother's Day till this coming weekend.
Yeah.
But all the mothers are coming.
They
so
are.
It's all good, and they're all fine with it. We still have their gifts. They got nothing on Mother's Day. It's also National Do Something Good for Your Neighbor Day.
Fuck those bitches.
Oh, Rick. Sorry, Rick. Rick's getting nothing.
Wait, he listens to the show, right?
He does listen to the show.
So we just want to say thank you for that little
aerator.
Aerator.
We've been using it in our backyard.
Yeah, we need to use it again, actually.
Yeah. This Sunday is also Love a Tree Day. We do love trees. We've got probably maybe 100 or more on our property. So we love them. It's Mimosa Day, National Mimosa Day.
Hey.
It's National
Hey, that's perfect.
I know.
We should actually, I don't think this was planned this previous Sunday, but we should actually have them on
National Mimosa Day.
Exactly.
To go with our ham.
I don't like them, but we should have them.
It's National Piercing Day. Should we have a piercing party with our moms?
Those days are behind me.
You've had 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, maybe 5, 4.
I've had many.
Not many. Each year.
I've had ears.
1, 2. Have you had ears?
Yeah, I've had like 3 or 4 of my ears.
Oh, okay. Oh, so that adds up.
Navel.
And then some down below.
And some down below.
It's also National Sea Monkey Day.
What?
Is that still a thing? Do they still sell sea monkeys?
I don't know. I do see every once in a while I'll follow something with the what are those things? Seahorses?
Uh-huh.
Those things are cool, but they take a lot of work because they're salt water.
Mm-hmm.
But they're pretty damn.
They're very majestic.
They do nothing,
right?
But they're very, very cool.
They're very majestic. It's also Take Your Parents to a Playground Day. So after we feed our mothers on Sunday, we will take them to a playground.
I can't wait to watch you push your father in a swing.
I'm gonna do it. All the controversy right now in Hollywood is saying goodbye to the Golden Globes. I don't know if you've heard this, Dale, but everyone is just really going off. Warner Media has now joined
I've heard parts of this, yeah.
Warner Media, which is huge, obviously. They own HBO and all that.
Right.
They've joined Netflix and Amazon to basically boycott the Hollywood Foreign Press Association that puts on the Golden Globes every year.
Yeah.
Because they don't think they're serious enough about making the changes and reforms that they said they're going to make. They only have 86 members. None of them are black. None of them, and they also, it's not just that though. They've also been really hit with a bunch of things, like they were taking money under the table. They were maybe manipulating votes. There's all kinds of crazy shit going on with the Golden Globes.
It's not, even as an outsider, it's not even enjoyable. It's not enjoyable to watch, because what people are watching in this country are not the films that are represented.
Yeah, well,
it's boring.
I was going to say more about that. That's more the Oscars, I think. But you're right. I mean, the Oscars certainly don't reflect what people are watching. We talked about that in the last couple of weeks. But the Golden Globes is just kind of just a mess of controversy right now. And everyone is pulling out. And NBC, just before we went on the air, NBC has decided they are not going to show the telecast next year in early January 2022. And I don't know if this is a good thing or not. Tom Cruise has said that he's returning his 3 Golden Globes that he's won over the years.
You know what? I mean, okay, you're making
in protest.
It's protest. Yeah. No,
so,
I get it.
but if Tom Cruise does it, does that mean everyone in Hollywood that's ever won a friggin' Golden Globe is going to sign up to send their Golden Globe back?
Yeah, I mean, I guess at this point, it could end up. Does that mean that these things could end up being worth nothing? They mean no points,
right?
So that I did great in this movie.
Yeah, you're not going to say Golden Globe winner.
I know
Charlene Tilton.
I know that you are one of these people who say that it's just Hollywood patting themselves on the back.
I say it all the time.
But why not? I mean, if regardless of what industry that you work in, and if you do a good job and that industry has an award show, it just happens to be publicized.
Right.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Right, but it's lost favor of late because people aren't watching them anymore. The Oscars have lost all of their viewership. The Emmys have lost all. I mean, only.
Well, there's lots of factors.
A handful of people are still watching these
and
things.
I don't think it has anything to do with the Hollywood Foreign Press on what people make up the Hollywood Foreign Press.
It has to do with what's getting nominated.
It has to do with what's getting nominated because people don't watch those films in the theater. And it has to do with the people who do win those goddamn awards. They take a stand.
A political stand of some sort. Or
people don't enjoy
stand.
And people don't enjoy it.
No.
And that's on both sides.
Out.
And that's on both sides of the aisle. Even if an actor is getting up and saying something that's in favor of your views, it's like, fucking enough is enough.
Right. You're an actor. Entertain me. That's what I always say. That's what I've been saying since the beginning of time. We don't need to hear your politics. Be a Dolly Parton, please.
No, and I disagree with you on that. These are people, right? They are people.
Sure, they have an opinion. It's a free country. You can
it just
say
happens to
want.
be not everyone is on the same playing field. Some people's words carry further than the average Joe. We get that. However, there's a place for that. And I think like the Golden Globes, the Oscars, the Tonys, whatever it is, they should be forbidden to be able to make any sort of protest or take a stand.
So you are saying that you want to know how Reese Witherspoon is going to vote, but you don't want her to tell you about it at the Oscars.
Correct.
Okay.
If she happens to mention it on Twitter, it's going to get press.
Sure.
You're going to learn about it.
Right.
You can't stop her. You're going to take her off Twitter?
Took Trump off Twitter.
That was for other things.
Okay. I agree with you. I think I'm on board with that.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to happen. And what I think is going to happen is all of these award shows are going to die and they're not going to televise them anymore.
Well, that's fine too.
That's fine too. You know what? Our lives will not be over if we don't get to watch the Golden Globes and the Oscars.
Yeah.
Oh, woe was me. Just make good movies and TV shows for us to watch.
Right.
That's what we want.
So basically, all these studios are just not going to send their films to be in the nomination process.
They're not. Well, at this point, the Golden Globes are dead. They're dead. I mean, they might as well just hang up their hat and go home because it's over for them.
Do they make money?
Yeah.
They do.
NBC was paying them $60 million a year.
Holy shit. Balls.
Just for the rights to telecast, to broadcast the event. So, yeah, it made a lot of money for NBC. It made a lot of money for the Foreign Press. And it was also the kickoff of the official award season.
It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame because
the golden days are over.
Because the beginning of the year is when all these things happen, and it's not just Golden Globes and Oscars. It's the fun ones, like
the Grammys
used to be the Grammys. The music awards, all the music awards. The MTV used to be really, really fun. It's not so more. I think it's too much hip hop.
Right.
That's just me. I like hip hop, but it's just it dominates, and I don't enjoy it.
And the MTV awards have just lost all favor because they're fake.
At least the MTV Movie Awards movies that people have actually seen.
Yeah.
Because it's all fan nominated, and it's not.
They have Best Kiss too,
right?
And Hottest Couple.
Yeah,
that's what people want.
I think the only thing we're going to be left with is our Nickelodeon awards.
Oh, I love that. The Kids' Choice Awards.
Yeah.
Speaking of Golden, Dale and I have been watching. I think we've told you we've been watching The Golden Girls. We've been kind of binging it, like while we're making dinner and hanging out. We're now in season 7, which is the final season, and I've got to tell you, it sucks. It is really bad. I see why it ended with season 7 because it seems like the writers are just out of ideas.
It's just getting stupid.
It's getting stupid.
Yeah.
So, we didn't watch it when it was actually on, so this is kind of the first time for us, but I would say the middle, the 3, 4, 5, those seasons were the best. I mean, laugh out loud, very smart,
There were some really, really clever episodes, and now it's just not anymore.
As we're getting to the end, the second half of season 6, we're like, what the hell are they doing? And then season 7 is just a disaster.
Yeah.
So we need to go back and start with season 1.
1, 2, and 3.
Yeah. So I have an idea, though. You know how still this show is super popular with people, especially with gay people. So I have an idea for the Golden Gays, right?
I think it could work.
You take the same scripts. You'd have to tweak them a little bit, obviously, for multiple reasons. But I think they could be done. The general same plots would happen and the same kind of interactions. But here is my dream cast. And I spent a long time coming up with this.
I think this is good.
So, of course, Leslie Jordan.
Right.
Who is the funniest. He's definitely in the age group.
All right. So before you finish, you gotta tell me your dream list, but what part they would play.
Well, see, I don't know that I know that for sure, but okay, let me tell you. Okay, so Leslie Jordan, even though he's on Call Me Kat, and Call Me Kat on Fox
it's a cute show.
Was just picked up for a second year. That just happened yesterday, so that's definitely coming back. That's the one with
Mayim Bialik.
Thank you. Okay, Leslie Jordan, I think he has to be on the show. My next one is Ian McKellen, Sir Ian McKellen, Nathan Lane, and George Takei. Wouldn't that be just a great lineup?
That could be a pretty fun.
The 4 of them together,
and instead of a house in Miami, I think they should be in a gay retirement home,
like in Fort Lauderdale.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay, so
that way you can mix. Other people in the home.
But I really don't know who would be who. I guess. I mean, it's its own show, so maybe they wouldn't be.
George Takei has to be the Blanche.
You think?
I do.
Okay.
Have you ever seen his Instagram or his TikToks? He's very flirty, dirty. Like he'll say anything. He has to be the Blanche.
All right.
Nathan Lane. The thing is that the people that you listed here, there's no Sophia, unless Ian McKellen.
Ian McKellen would be the Sophia.
He's the oldest.
I don't know that they're necessarily one of them has to be the mother of one of the characters.
No, you don't have
father
to.
of one of the characters. No, I think they just need to be 4 individual
They
guys.
just need to be 4 friends.
Right. So there's no older one.
Right.
They're all about the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know that there's a Sophia, but and I actually don't know that they need to fit into the exact characters of Rose and Dorothy.
I like this list.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, they're the 4 older gay guys that I could come up with, but I also love all of them, so I think they'd be fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's it.
Anyway.
Conan O'Brien has announced that June 24th is going to be his last night on TBS. I didn't know he's done this for 11 years too, just like Swish Edition. He's been at TBS now for 11 years.
I did not. I mean, I can remember when all the hoopla happened.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was 11 years ago.
Seems like just yesterday. He's been in late night now for 27 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So, of course, he had the show after David Letterman, and then David Letterman quit, and he got that show, but that was short-lived, and then...
I'm excited for this new venture for him, because I actually like Conan.
Yeah.
I like his skits that he does.
Yeah.
And so him, well, you haven't said this, but he's going to HBO Max. I don't think there's a date set yet for this.
I don't think so. His new show is going to be on HBO Max. We don't know the format, but we know it's not going to be a traditional talk show.
Right.
Right. He also has his popular podcast called Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend, and that's been doing really well for him. So, anyway, I'm excited. I'm excited for him for trying new things. You know, when his show went from an hour, they cut it back to a half an hour, and that's never a good sign.
Well, TBS isn't the best network for one of those, and I guess if you would think that you had followers, but you got to be in the best platform.
Yeah,
for that.
You know, he's done well for being on TV for 27 years, but I still think he got the short end of the stick.
He did,
and he's so much better than fucking Jimmy Fallon, who I think is who.
And look at HBO. They got Bill Maher. They got the one that you don't like, John Oliver. I know, but he's on there.
God, I hate him.
And now they're going to have Conan. So they're setting themselves up for like this late night.
What is wrong? Are you watching John Oliver this season? Because
I've actually been.
No, he's horrible.
Because he's
the topics he picks to rant on is just
some reason
stupid.
He doesn't have a studio audience, which most people have gone back to.
Yeah,
but they have been showing their shows on Facebook, so I kind of scroll through and I've been watching it there. I haven't been watching it on the actual television.
He's not funny.
No,
in the
how
least.
You feel.
He comes from that same camp, and I hate it with the Colbert and all those people. I hate them all.
Camp not so funny.
Camp not so funny. Sign your kids up for it. Dale and I actually watched Elon Musk hosting Saturday Night Live this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't watch it live because Dale and I can't stay up till 11:30, and we would have to stay up till 1 if we want to watch the whole thing.
SNL, so.
This is why I loved living in Las Vegas, because Saturday Night Live came on at 8:30.
Yeah. It's Saturday night commercials is what it is.
I know. So you have to tape it and fast forward through that shit.
It's horrible.
Anyway, I think he did a really good job. He was surprisingly good in the different. I mean, he did an Italian accent in that Mario Brothers skit.
Yeah, I mean, you don't expect perfection with these types of people,
and an actor,
and that's what makes it funny is because
Right.
you have these people who are out of their comfort zone.
Yeah,
and I thought he did a really, really great job.
So he's the only non-actor, non-sports star to host the show since Trump did it before he was president,
and with Asperger's.
Yeah. It was the third highest ratings of the season behind the ones hosted by Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock before Christmas. So that was good. It got good ratings. And actually, I was worried about Miley. I thought Miley might be too sexual with her tongue and all that shit because the girl cannot keep her tongue in her mouth. But she actually was really, really good.
We didn't watch the end, though.
We didn't see the second song.
Right.
But we saw the first. She opened the show singing a Dolly Parton show.
She did.
Tribute to mothers.
And that was fun.
And then she did her, you can't turn a girl into a hoe. You can't turn a hoe into a wife or whatever. She did that song.
That wasn't her song.
But she sang it with that guy.
Yeah.
And it was really good.
Yeah.
And they sang it live. You could tell they were singing because she can sing.
Oh, that girl can sing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he did bring up, Dogecoin did come up in the weekend update segment. And, people were doing watch parties for this.
Yeah.
Dogecoin people.
Not Dogecoin.
Dogecoin. But it tanked during the show.
Yes.
It didn't have the effect that they wished it had.
Yeah, it's still tanked.
Is it
still tanking?
Well, don't sell low. It'll come back. Right?
Oh, it will. Yeah, it's the last time I checked, we're hovering around 45 cents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Cruises may or may not be coming back with kids, which I am kind of excited about. Just today,
that would be amazing.
I know, right? The federal government just today, or yesterday, Monday, announced that the Pfizer vaccine, which Dale and I have coursing through our blood right now, they have now authorized it. Is that what it is? To give it to children as
12
young
to 15.
as 12 years old. Yes.
Yes.
So if cruise lines stick with this idea that you have to be vaccinated to go on cruises, there won't be any little kids on the ship. They'll have to be 12 or older because all of the passengers have to be vaccinated. So I like this idea.
I can kind of deal with that.
Yeah, well, I can deal with it too.
Deal with that.
I can deal with 12-year-olds. I can't deal with 5-year-olds and 6-year-olds. Ugh, and babies. Who goes on a cruise with a baby? An idiot goes on a cruise with a baby. And I've seen it. Every single cruise we've been on, I've seen someone with a fucking infant. And I'm like, you belong at home with your fucking infant, not on a cruise. What the fuck?
It's the same thing we say about Las Vegas casinos.
Who wants to take a toddler to Vegas?
I wish they would all go 21 and up.
Circa, the brand new resort in downtown Vegas is 21. You can't even get in the door unless you're 21 years old, which means you cannot stay there.
They should all be 21 and up. Exactly.
I agree. Vegas is not Vegas.
You can't even get in the damn door unless you are 21.
I realize that there are cruises for kids. Royal Caribbean has all these cruises with water slides and bumper cars and shit. Go on that cruise.
But adults could have fun with that too. I would love to be walking around with my strawberry daiquiri and get in the go-kart and go crash into people. That would be a good fucking time.
Yeah, but it's full of kids.
But not with 10-year-olds.
No, they ruin it. They ruin everything.
Or maybe it would be.
Oh, you want to ruin the 10-year-old's day by bumping them, the bumper cars right off the side of the boat into the ocean. In related news, Norwegian announced yesterday that they're going to stay out of Florida based on Governor DeSantis's decree that companies can't force patrons to be vaccinated.
Well,
of course, that goes against federal CDC
federal
guidelines,
law,
right? So there's going to be some lawsuits here. There's going to be some lawsuits.
Right,
We've got to get this figured out.
Now you got a company in the middle of, I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't.
But listen, this is the way, you know how I feel about this. I don't think a private company can force their patrons to be vaccinated. I disagree.
I think a private company can.
No, I don't think they can. I think they're going to run into all kinds of lawsuits about this. What about the religious people who don't get their kids vaccinated for mumps? I mean, are you going to say you can't come on my cruise unless you're vaccinated for mumps?
Well, it's a private company.
But they're not doing that, so why are they going to do it with this stupid COVID?
It doesn't matter. I mean, it's your own company as long as you don't violate any laws.
I think there are going to be a lot of lawsuits about this.
Maybe.
And I don't think you're going to be able to. How do you even prove that you got the vaccine?
See, that's the thing.
That little piece of friggin' paper that we got from the Walgreens that says CDC on it.
That I could make right now.
I could make
on my computer.
In 5 seconds. I could forge one on my computer.
Yes.
How easy? You know how easy it is to forge
I know.
stuff?
I get it.
I mean, passports, driver's licenses, and money. Those are probably the 3 things you can't forge. Anything else, that's easy. How many times did I... Oh my gosh, I probably shouldn't say this on the show, but I forged notes from my mom all the time in high school. Scott has my permission to leave early today. I didn't have no permission. I didn't have no doctor's appointment. I just wanted to leave early. But I knew how to sign my mom's name.
God.
Broadway is coming back. They've announced that Mrs. Doubtfire, the musical, is coming back October 21st.
Yippee!
Other shows coming back already announced: The Phantom of the Opera, 6, which is the show about the 6 wives of Henry VIII, Chicago. And
that sounds like a great time.
I know, right? And something called Clyde's is coming back.
The restaurant?
I don't know.
Because I like Clyde's.
I do like Clyde. Clyde's is a restaurant chain in the Washington, D.C. area, for all of you that don't know. But I don't think it has anything to do with that.
I think they're all closed now.
Anyway, shows are coming back, so that's good. I don't know why they're waiting till October. It seems like they should get their asses back on the stage now, but people are still scared. I don't know why. Just before we came on down here to record the show, I follow Chef Jeff. You know Chef Jeff in Washington, D.C.? He happens to be married to Nora O'Donnell, who was the...
Lori?
Nora O'Donnell. Thank you. Now I lost my train of thought. Oh, Chef Jeff said, as of May 21st, we're allowed to put the bar stools back at the bar. Are you happy or are you scared? And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And I never write comments on Chef Jeff's Instagram page, but I said, why are you scared? I said, get the vaccine, you'll be fine. I don't understand why people are even people, my friends who have the vaccine are still scared to go to a restaurant. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Live your fucking life, people.
That's what happens when you don't have true information reverberating from all forms of media.
There's still people out there washing all their vegetables and their mail. Their mail from the mailman every fucking day with Listerine or whatever. Lysol. I mean, come on, people. Not once have I even washed my hands after getting the mail. I mean,
There was a time where you made me squirt the boxes from the Amazon.
okay,
Clorox.
we did that at the very, very beginning when we were
Very,
still
very
in Vegas,
beginning.
when we were stupid and we were believing all this shit we were hearing on TV.
That's what happens when you don't have one source that's of truth.
Right.
Everyone gets their own truth from 100 different places. So everyone believes 100 different things.
And, you know, if you listen to the media, they're like, Mr. President, even the reporters from CNN are like, Mr. President, why are you still wearing your mask outdoors? You're fully vaccinated. Or how come when you're in a meeting with fully vaccinated people, just you and the vice president sitting in the Oval Office, are you wearing masks? And it's just stupid. And what you're doing is you're sending a message to America that you don't believe in the vaccines. That's basically what CNN said. CNN, which is the most liberal friggin' network out there. You can get banned for the craziest shit these days. Probably I'll get banned for this show. But Walt Disney has banned a former employee who walked around the park drinking water from the park's decorative fountains and putting it on TikTok. So he's basically walking around drinking water from each fountain and then giving it a rating. Like, oh, this is a 4, this is a 2. And he got banned for life from Disney parks. Disney doesn't want people making videos in their parks. They don't.
No,
they really don't.
That's
like
been
it.
around from like the days of time.
Yeah, you can take a video of your kid on the Dumbo ride. That's
Right.
fine. But they don't want you doing anything extra. They're really crazy
Lots
about
of
that.
secrecy around.
How do you get banned? I mean, it's not like they take your driver's license when you go buy a ticket. So how do you get banned?
I don't know, because if you go can
Just
I
put a
just
ha-
walk up
put
to
a-
the gate and just buy a ticket? They don't need my name.
They
And
don't need your name, especially if you have cash. Yeah, they're not going to write down your name. So you put glasses on and a hat and you get in.
that seems weird.
Certainly every ticket taker doesn't know this one guy who was drinking out of the fountains. I'm sure he's not too upset about being banned for life, because I'm sure he'll be there again tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah. We're going to skip this next story completely. You know, the other controversy is that they redid the Snow White ride. And the controversy is that they have a non-consensual kiss between Prince Charming and Snow White at the end of the ride.
Yeah.
They're basically saying Prince Charming kisses this girl who's asleep. She didn't give permission. And they think that that's a bad thing to be showing kids in 2021. If you know the story, the only way to wake her up and to save her life is to be
That was the
kissed
story.
Right. You got to get the true love kiss.
Right.
That's what saved her life. And these people want it taken out.
Maybe they should be banned.
Maybe they should be banned.
If you don't like what you see, then you don't fucking go.
Longtime Disney Imagineer Jim Shaw responded to the overwhelming backlash that's been circulating since they opened this new ride. It's now called Snow White's Enchanted Wish at Disneyland in California, about this non-consensual kiss. And he said, allowing for the fact that cultural changes occur over decades, it must be acknowledged that in the context of the tale on which the film is based, the ride is accurate.
Right.
So
they're not changing it?
no, they're not going to change it.
Good.
People, of course, are allowed to dislike the story, but the Imagineering team did a spectacular job by ending the damn ride with the kiss from the fairy tale. You know what I'd say? Fuck you. Don't like it? Don't come to Disney.
to my park.
Disney does not need any help. They
No.
got plenty of people. They got people lined up out the door.
Yes.
So they don't need your damn help. Oh, what are you going to do? Should we talk about Vegas news?
Yes.
The Palms in Las Vegas was sold to an Indian tribe in California for $650 million.
What?
I hope they know what they're doing, because if
They just got a brand new, nice, renovated casino.
yeah, if the Maloofs couldn't make it work and the Red Rock Resort Company couldn't make it work, I don't know why the Indian tribe thinks that they're going to make it work.
Yeah.
It's a great building. It's very stylish. It's very hip. It's very cool. They'd made the real world there.
Yep.
They've got a shark in the lobby. It's very cool. The problem is it's not on the fucking strip.
Yep.
And that was their main problem from the very beginning.
It's become a locals casino,
Right.
and you can't make that money that you need to run a building like that.
Right. Yeah.
You can't.
So, I mean, more power to them. It's a cool building. You and I think, went once the whole time we were in Vegas.
Yeah.
It's just kind of off there by itself. It's right across the street from Rio.
Yeah, the Rio's in the same boat.
Also didn't work, so Caesar sold that. So
it's a shame. It's a shame that, like, I wish Las Vegas could get bigger, and instead of going north and south,
yeah,
maybe it could go west,
yeah,
and have like this T shape, and you can get rid of that bullshit that's down there and go that way and have a really nice downtown.
Well, I think what's happening is
because the Rio and the Palm, admit it.
Yeah,
we've been there and we've both enjoyed ourselves there.
Yeah,
they're not bad places.
They're just not convenient to get.
They're not convenient to get to, and if you are there on a trip, getting in a cab and going to one place, knowing that you have to get back,
you might just not do it.
Just not gonna do it.
Other Vegas news is that Wynn Nightlife won the contract to build an 11,000 square foot venue called Winfield Club at the new Allegiant Stadium. This is where the Raiders play in Vegas. It's probably the coolest football stadium in America right now.
It's pretty damn cool.
I mean, we thought the Dallas Stadium was pretty cool where the Cowboys play. This one might even be better than that.
Yeah.
And they're going to have this really awesome club there right on the sideline with major DJs like the Chainsmokers and stuff. And they're going to have a million screens and bars and stuff. And I want to figure out how we can go.
Is this during the games or
during
is this
the
separate?
friggin' games?
What?
Yes, we need to go spend some more money at Wynn so we can get invited.
Wow.
There's a picture here and it looks
it looks freaking amazing. I hate football, but I would go.
I would go to this. Yeah, especially if David Guetta is playing or Diplo's playing during the halftime. Love it.
That's pretty amazing. It's a pretty sweet stadium. They're doing tours now.
Yeah.
To the public.
Of the stadium.
Started like a week ago.
I love that. We'll have to check it out next time we're there. We're going to be there in July.
Is that tomorrow?
I wish it was tomorrow. There's no bugs there, Dale.
No, full of bugs here.
Bugs here, and the cicadas are coming. We'll probably have cicada news to tell you guys about next week.
Right?
Are we going to cook them up? You can eat them.
Yeah, fuck no.
All right, Dale. I'll talk to you next week.
Deuces.
Stop making fun of me and talking over me. When I'm talking, you need to... What do you do it? Like this. I'm just kidding. You can talk over me whenever you want.